Friend. We are Arkansas Yarncast.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Anna.
And Anna's role today is being played by Laura Brady from Knit for Brains. We have a guest, and we're so excited. Laura came to visit me, and we've been doing all kinds of stuff and knitting, and she's doing a trunk show here in the store, and she brought me presents, which, I mean, like, how come you not like presents? I know. Y'all want to see one? Look at this little bag. This actually wasn't a present. This actually was a commandeer. I snatched it, and we were looking through the bags for the trunk show, and I snatched it. I'm like, I have to have this one. Y'all, look at it. Look at that pink plaid. I mean, come on, it's so adorable. And wait,
this
you can't
is what got
sell.
You.
This is what got me. This rope sparkles, and it's an ombre, and I had to have it. So she said, "Okay, fine, you can have that one." She was gonna
take it regardless.
And then she thinks I'm very knit worthy, and I'm so glad that she thinks that. But look what she made. So this is the
Flame Kissed.
The Flame Kiss. If you ordered my advent calendar from Arkansas Yarn Company, this was one of the patterns that was included in it. And this is all my yarn. And so this was the yarn I sent to Laura to do the design. She designed this, and she brought it to me. And I love it. I love it so much.
It did turn out really nice.
It's gorgeous.
Like all the colors.
All of it.
Oh, I had to guard it because my daughter really wanted it.
I don't know what y'all think, but I'm thinking we make a great top. Jessica said no, but
I thought it looked cute on her.
I think it looks cute on me too. I do.
I mean, because you're gonna wear it like over something like what you have on now.
I will wear it over.
Yeah.
I will wear it with some little pants or something. I think it would be precious. I mean, like, who doesn't love rainbow anyway?
Brett thought it was cute on you.
I know Brett. He's a keeper. Brett is a keeper.
Quit blowing his head up even bigger.
So they went to a fabric store on their way here, and Brett's like unloading the cart, and he's like, and she'll take 2 yards of this.
and handing it to the women, and then carrying it up to the register.
And then the women go, this one is a keeper.
Yeah. Where'd you find him at?
Yeah.
You should keep him.
You should keep him.
Like I was going to just give him away.
Yeah, like a puppy.
Yeah. I don't need him anymore. Let's just pass him on.
Yes. What you got on the needles, ladies?
So right now I am working on Lucas's socks while we sit here and we knit.
They match your nails.
Yeah, a little bit. I've not made it very far on his socks because I have been working on other projects recently, including his sweater, his Christmas sweater. I'm not going to show it on camera.
It's not a secret.
It's not a secret anymore because he already guessed what he's getting.
He did guess it.
But I'm not going to show it on camera. It is a color work cardigan that I am going to steek. And so I am working on the sleeves 2 at a time right now, and I am through the first 3 sections of color work, or color blocking, so I'm moving along pretty good on that. I've worked on it the last couple of weeks. And then I am still working on my temperance shawl. Again, I've not made it terribly far. I'm through section 5, which is the ribbing, and through section 6, so I'm just on section 7 right now. And I've been moving fairly slow on this because I've been working to get my bright axis finished, which I did finish this morning, actually. And so it is finished, and Anna got hers finished, so hopefully on the next podcast we will be wearing ours. I think that would be fun.
I won't be wearing mine because this is how far along I am.
She's made progress, though.
I have made progress.
She has made a lot of progress in the last couple of days since Laura has
Jessica's like, I see you got her to knit.
Yeah.
So I have done this much since Laura got here. And this is a lot because there's a lot of stitches on
probably
here.
a good inch, almost inch and a half.
Yeah.
Since Laura's been here.
Since Laura's been here, Laura, you should just move here so I knit more.
Well, I never stop knitting.
I know.
Yeah, I don't
I know.
know. I don't either.
Yeah, I take it everywhere. And every once in a while, we'll run out to the store and I won't bring my knitting. And my husband will be like, hey, do you want to stop for dinner? And I'll go,
No, I don't have
"Oh,
my
I don't have
knitting.
my knitting." And he's like, seriously, you can't eat out without your knitting? Absolutely not.
I think what I'm going to do is put a little sock bag in my car and a little sock bag in Scott's truck so that I always have knitting. Because I don't know if you feel this way or not, or you, but when I leave my house and I don't have knitting, I feel like I have abandoned my knitting.
She did. She called me the other day. She was going to get a facial. She was going to her facial appointment. And
Which I never do.
She called me and she said, I feel anxious
Yeah,
because
high
I
anxiety.
don't have my knitting with
Well, you don't
me.
have anything to do with your hands.
Yes.
You need
Well,
to be
it's-
productive
and I-
even if you're
And
sitting.
I left knowing that I wasn't going to be able to knit. I mean, I logically thought that through. I'm not going to be able to knit, so
There's
I
no reason for
shouldn't.
me to bring it.
But
Then you have
if there's a wreck and I have to sit in the car, I have to sit in the car without any knitting.
My car broke down and I had no knitting with me.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
Thankfully, my phone was charged, which is funny because the battery was low on where I was going, and I don't know what made me do it that day, but I had plugged it into the charger in the car, thankfully, because it was really low. Had I not done that, it wouldn't have lasted to get hold of a tow truck and get hold of the husband and play games while I was
I
breathing.
cannot stand just doing nothing. I have to do something.
Well, and then I don't tend to rush my husband as much.
Mm-hmm.
So like if he wants to sit and relax and have a drink or two.
Yeah.
I'm not like, hurry up, I want to go home.
Well, and that's one thing. So we went and we ate lunch yesterday at Superior Brewing, and Lucas and I go there often. We like to sit there and have an appetizer or eat dinner and drink a couple of beers.
And it was busy there.
Well, it was.
Had some weight on the food.
Mm-hmm.
But I always bring whatever the easiest project is that I'm working on at the time with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, because I don't drink my beer nearly as fast as Lucas does. He normally goes through them about a pint for me having a half a beer. So I generally bring my knitting with me. That way I can have something to do while we talk and while I drink my beer, and that way I'm occupied while we're just sitting there.
Also, like when we're at a Mexican restaurant and we don't eat all the chips and salsa.
Well, yeah,
We knit, so we don't eat all the chips and salsa because once you
then
do,
your food comes out.
yeah,
and
you're not hungry.
We've
And
had
it doesn't taste as good heated up.
well, and a lot of times we'll order at certain places some sort of appetizer.
Yeah.
By the time we've ate the appetizer, the food comes out, we're just like, pack up the food. We can't fit it.
Yeah.
That's how we feel about it too. What are you knitting?
Socks. That's kind of my on the go. Anytime I go anywhere, I always bring socks just because they are, well, first off, I put them in my little sock
My
bag.
favorite sock bags.
It's very convenient to bring anywhere with you, and you can stick it anywhere. Plus, I just do vanilla socks, so you don't need to look at them. You don't need to
it's just
think
easy.
about them.
Toe up two at a time.
Toe up, two at a time.
What kind of heel are you going to do?
Now, I will say, I was just trying to get to the end of the row before I showed you guys. This is a white birch yarn. I don't remember the name. Hold on.
Nobody ask her for the remnants of this because my name is already on the label.
It's called Fade to Black. So, yeah. So, what she's referring to is...
Well, don't tell that secret.
Well, I will, guys. I can, and most people can get 2 pairs of socks out of a skein of yarn, especially, like, I tend to do shorties a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I have people that call dibs on my leftovers. And since I was here and Lori went through my sock bags, she went through my sock
I got
bags.
2.
She's like, well, can I have these? I said, write your name on the label. So she put her
did.
name on the label.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, when I'm done with the yarn, I know who I'm supposed to send it to, because I have quite a few people that are like, hey, I want that one, and I start to lose track. So
Right.
a lot of my cubbies of yarn, especially like with my self-striping, if you pull them out, the skeins, there's names on them. Because when I purchased the yarn right away, people are like, I call dibs.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun because... like, I have another friend that we have very similar taste, and we like Gilmore Girls. So when a Gilmore Girls yarn comes out, I'm like, hey, Laura, if you buy this one, I'll buy this one.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. We'll split the skein in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're getting 2 of the yarns.
Yes.
So it's very cost effective as well.
So
Yes.
it's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
We knit shorties as well because we just prefer I don't like it above my ankle. And Jessica's pretty much the same. And so we also will do that because it's just convenient.
Now, I have recently, I've always been a zine girl, which I do have one pair of socks on zines. I've recently switched to the Addy Rocket Squared. Look, I even have a package with me. Because they were supposed to be easier on your hands. I get a lot of hand pain because I knit a lot.
Well, and I actually asked you how you were like, because I noticed them when I put my name on the label. I actually said, how are you liking these? Because we do have people that we've ordered them for in the store. And I'd like to have them. If people like them, I'd like to be able to offer them.
I love them. I started off buying 2 pairs of the sock needles because I want to try them on the socks first. I have since then ordered in different sizes for like sweaters and anything where I'm going round and round and round. I always get joint pain in my thumbs really bad, and sometimes even through here because I have tendonitis. I don't experience that with these. Now,
Not at all?
Not at all. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I wouldn't want to knit with square needles. Let me tell you, when you have the yarn on there, they feel like a normal needle. They are square,
but they're slightly rounded on the corners, right? Yeah.
So when you are knitting with them, they feel like a normal needle.
Now, do they go any smaller than a 2?
I don't know. I didn't look because
Is that what size you're knitting?
I knit with a 2.
Oh, okay.
2.75 millimeters.
We'll
That's
have to
what
look
I've
into that,
used.
yes.
So yeah,
I couldn't remember if they went smaller than a 2. And
Maddie
so
likes them. Maddie likes them. I've ordered for Maddie.
If I'm knitting something that I have to do quite a bit of purling in,
you get the pain.
I get the pain in my thumb on my left hand, and it's just because of how I guide the needle back through with my pearls. But I don't really get that. When I'm just straight knitting.
Yeah, so when I'm knitting in the round, I always get it. And I think it's just because
you're just going.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no stopping.
There's no stopping.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm one, I can sit on my recliner and not move for 3 or 4 hours and just knit.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You know, I don't have kids at home. The husband's
Me either.
self-sufficient.
Same here.
We don't have to get up and down. You know. So, but yeah, I'm really loving them.
That's awesome.
I would definitely, if you have any hand issues, soreness, tendonitis, that sort of thing, I would recommend trying them for sure. The tip, it's a little bit sharper than what my zings are, but not sharp enough to puncture a hole in my finger.
Yeah.
Because I don't like a sharp needle because I do, the way I knit, I was ending up with holes in my pointer finger.
Yeah.
And then once you have that initial hole and it goes back into that hole.
Yeah.
You just,
it hurts.
It is.
That's an understatement.
Well, it hurts. And I've gotten to the point, because at one point I switched to Hayahayas, which I think have the sharpest point of all of the needles.
I agree with that.
Very
and
sharp,
in fact, the needles I'm using right now are from my Hayahaya sock set. And so I do find that these have a very sharp point, which I like, but because I had started using these, I altered the way that I guide my needle back through.
See,
and if I end up having to push, I put it right on the inside of my nail and use my nail to push the needle down. If I have to push the needle through.
I had the same set of needles, and
It's a pretty case.
I ended up giving them to my daughter because she likes a sharp needle, and I knew
Is she a thrower?
Wasn't going to. She knits both ways.
So I noticed that both of y'all are throwers. I'm a continental knitter, so I don't have any of that. What they're talking about, I'm not using a finger or anything to push my needle.
We were discussing earlier, though, if you notice, I don't know, it might not have been you, it might have been me and Charlotte. Most throwers are the ones that you'll notice knit without looking.
Yeah.
You have to look more.
I do look more.
Yeah, that's true. I think
I can knit the way you knit. It does loosen my gauge a little bit.
Yeah. It definitely loosens. My gauge is a lot looser, but
I feel like I don't go quite as fast.
I think that too, but I also find that my wrist doesn't hurt, so I can knit longer than when I'm throwing.
I wish you had the opportunity to meet Maddie while you
were
here.
Girl, you wouldn't believe how fast she knits.
Melissa fast? Have you ever seen Melissa
knit? Yes, I have.
So she knits continental, but she knits with her pointer finger right up against her needle. So she goes in, she grabs, and she pulls right out. She doesn't leave her finger up high in the air with her yarn wrapped around it. So she goes super fast with her knitting.
Does.
Alisha was practicing flicking. And trying to get the speed up with that.
Now, see, I can't flick. I can't get it to work. I will knit continental when I'm doing color work because I'll hold one color continental and I'll so the color I'm using as my contrast color, or the one that's being used least often in the pattern repeat, I'll hold continental. And then the color that's used most often in the color repeat, I will knit American throwing.
Do you crochet as well?
I don't.
Okay, because
I was
because the reason why I asked that is the lady that taught me how to knit the socks 2 at a time told me typically that I was unusual because I did start out crocheting first, and I guess typically crocheters are not throwers when they knit.
So I teach a lot of people to crochet. I think we're up to to knit. To knit. How many are we taught?
I think we're in the like mid to upper 50s right now.
Yeah, I think we have 56 people that we've taught to knit since we opened the store almost 2 years ago. Almost all of the people that we have taught, that I personally have taught to knit, has been a crocheter first. I teach them throwing, and then I show them continental. They choose to go back to throwing.
Really?
Yes. It's unbelievable. I was a crocheter in the beginning, and I wanted to be a continental knitter, but the instructor would only teach us throwing.
I think it makes sense when they're first learning to knit, because then they're not wanting to go into the motion that they would with the crochet. So that way it's different and they're not falling into muscle memory.
So I also thought, well, they're a crocheter, so I should teach them the continental. They just didn't get it.
If
they're the crocheter that holds their needle like a pencil, and I teach them continental, I'm a gripper on top too. But if they hold it like this, and you're trying to teach them, they want to knit like this. Which I think is interesting.
It is interesting, but I think part of the issue with trying to teach them continental is that they're so used to relying on the hook to pull the yarn through that they end up losing their wrap when they try to pull through the stitch. Which is part of the reason why I like to teach people throwing, is because you have that tension holding the yarn on the needle when you go to pull it through the stitch.
You get to learn something new every day. So we have this little thing around here called a hard no. And we'd like to know what your hard no's are. Like my hard nose, which we kind of talked about it when we were having lunch earlier, is no camping.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
So Laura is with me on no camping. And then, so what other things are definitely, absolutely won't do?
Camping. You put me on the spot here. I have no answer. You could probably name 5 things for me, though.
Oh, I can. No toes.
I have a phobia.
She was like toes. You can. So one day I accidentally
I'm
sent her
also-
a picture.
Not a hugger.
Yes, she is. She hugs me. She lets me hug her. She's like this. Yeah.
I'm shocked by your husband this time around. He hasn't chased me down at all.
Well, he knows your neck hurts. He knows your neck hurts, so he's being.
I get out of the car when I get here after driving all those hours, and I was hurting, and she's all
I
like,
was excited to
and I'm
see
like,
her.
careful, careful.
I was excited to see her. I can't help it.
Don't break me.
I miss my Laura.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
other socks I'm working on.
What
Yeah, show
sweater
us.
are you wearing?
Oh, this is the potluck pullover. Hold on, I have the pattern with me, so I can actually,
Okay.
because I'm knitting another one.
Oh, fun.
She is for
You
Laura.
you need to show that bag because it's cute.
This one?
Yes.
I told you
I
Jessica
love
would
that
like
fabric.
it. I told you she would love it.
Laura sent it with, so my friend, I had knit
Our
knit
friend.
this for me, and then I had knit Lori one, and my friend, who also knits, was like, when are you making me one?
This is mine. She sent it to me for Christmas.
And it's out of her advent
It
calendar.
is my advent calendar. So all this tan, this is the reindeer. So this is like the very first color in the advent calendar. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care. And it goes all the way. This is a bowl full of jelly. I mean, it's like all of the colors. And Jessica and I were looking at it and we're like, oh, this was a Silent Night. This is, I mean, like we know this one is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right here because it had the red. This felt so good when I got it. I cried. It was my Christmas present.
Well, Jessica knew I was up to something because I had to.
She did.
I had
Yes.
to text her.
And
So she probably figured I was making you
I
some
was
sort of
like-
sweater.
Yes.
crying because as I'm looking at it, I'm like, I know the names of these, and it was like reminiscing over. It was my first ever advent
Yes.
calendar, so that made it just a million times more special.
Well, and it's really nice
Love
to
it.
see
It's-
how all the colors knit up.
Mhm. Well, and it's a great project for Advent.
It is a
for
great way to use up an
leftovers,
Advent.
Leftovers, random minis. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Even if you have 10-gram minis,
Yeah.
this is completely doable. So it's, I don't even know how to say this name. Victoria.
Zach Anovich.
How about we hold this up? It is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on my third one. So what happened was Laura really wanted one, and she had plans of knitting one. She doesn't like to knit fingering weight sweaters. And I said, I'll do it.
Well, they do take a long time.
So now you're making 3, or you will have
Well,
made
and you
3.
made, and didn't you
Yes.
make one for your granddaughter?
I didn't use this
Well, not
pattern.
that pattern,
So
but-
what I did for the kids for scrappy sweaters, because I had leftovers from yours,
Yes.
I had leftovers from mine, was I used the flax light.
Yes.
Mhm.
I made it short sleeves, and then I just did it random scraps.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
cute.
Laura sent me a bag filled with needles for the project, a whole advent calendar she had purchased,
Mm-hmm.
and said go to town. So I did. I worked on this on the way here.
You've made quite a bit of progress.
Yes, I am ready to split for the sleeves.
It's so pretty.
I like those colors.
I know, like this is so good, and this is so
Mhm.
good. I love it.
Yeah, so it's going to be really pretty.
So pretty.
My sister also had made one of these potluck pullovers, and honestly, I have not seen one that is not gorgeous.
They're beautiful. We looked at them on the website and on the Ravelry projects. They're gorgeous.
Mhm.
And it's a really nice pattern for sure. I mean, obviously, I've knit. I'm on my third one now, and don't mind it whatsoever. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, I worked on that on the way here.
One of the things I love the most about it is look how great the neckline is, because I cannot stand a tight neckline. And she blocked mine out where it literally fits just like this on my shoulders. And I love it and that makes it much more wearable for me because I prefer that neckline.
Another reason why I feel it's wearable is I don't like a tight garment.
Yes.
This is meant to fit with a t-shirt. I'll kind of.
It is a t-shirt. And she has it tucked a little. It's so
it
cute.
Let me see if I can.
It's so adorable.
In the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the way I wore mine over the winter is I had a long, that thing that we looked at yesterday at the store.
You put a long sleeve.
I did one of those.
You could make longer sleeves. I personally get very hot, so I don't wear long sleeves very often unless it's something I can very quickly take off, like a hoodie or.
Yeah, I like it as a tee because I can wear a long sleeve underneath it, but it lets me
you can wear it more often
in the spring, in the fall, and then on into the winter. So because the colors are so pretty, it's nice to be able to have something that you can wear year round, and you really could.
I did put like a little cami tank underneath it because just making sure I have a lot of yarn allergies.
Yeah.
Which I figured I would be fine with this because it is a superwash and there's nothing, alpaca or yak or
any of the other fibers.
Yeah. Because I really have to just have superwash. Even like if I were to go to a yarn store and they had a skein of superwash setting on top of an alpaca, I then cannot purchase that superwash.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's been contaminated.
Like it literally, she actually has gotten yarn in the mail.
Yes.
And a cat had laid on it. And the minute she opened the baggie, she had an allergic reaction. And so I was going to say another hard no for Laura is going to be alpacas. Yes. Because one time she was here, we went to see some alpacas.
Do you want to go to an alpaca farm? I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Then the alpaca is eating out of my hands. And as he's eating out of my hand, I'm starting to turn flaming red.
And not only that,
tingly. But
it's like, oh, you don't want me to touch you? And then it starts rubbing its head all over her. And her ears start turning red.
Bright red.
And her neck was turning red.
I was getting all congested.
I gave her the bottle of water that I'd already opened and drank out of and 2 Benadryl right then. Mm-hmm. And then we went right home. We left immediately.
I now carry Benadryl everywhere with me.
I do anyway.
When I go to yarn events, I typically go with my friend Karen, who also is the co-host of the Knit for Brains podcast.
Hi, Miss Karen.
Hi, Karen. If I'm in doubt, she touches stuff before. I'll be like, Karen, is this safe for me to touch?
Yeah.
When we go to yarn events, when we go to yarn stores, anywhere like that, she's my pre-toucher. If she's not with me and I go thrifting with my husband, and sometimes there are yarns there, I'll have to have him touch them. Look on a label and see what that's made out of.
Yes.
Because I don't, and every once in a while I've been digging through and I've accidentally touched, and thank goodness I had Benadryl with me.
Yeah.
Because the reaction is extremely quick.
It is. It truly is immediate.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
It makes me think of that makes me think of in those medieval shows. They always show a taster for the royalty to make sure it's not poisoned.
She's royalty.
Royalty, guys.
Sure is royalty.
Should I show another sock?
Yeah, you sure can.
I got a couple more socks. I don't think I have a whole lot of work on them.
Show the little bag. I have this bag.
Dr. Pepper bag.
Yeah, because we love Dr. Pepper.
We didn't mention it. My shop is Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Knit for Brains Designs.
Yeah, and Lucas will put that on the screen for us, and then I will link it in the description as well.
Sure.
This yarn I actually got when we went to a yarn event, Green Castle in Indiana, and I can't believe I remember that because typically I do not remember where I got my yarn from. It is Toe Creations, and it is the Christmas in July, so Toe Creations. And the reason why I remember this is because I got the Halloween yarn as well. I had gotten Halloween yarn. Melissa, Honeybee Knits, was with us, and she had this in her hand, and then she decided she didn't think she was going to get it, and I see her setting it down on the table, and it did not hit that table before I nabbed it up, and I was so excited. I'm like, I got it. Because it is so pretty, guys.
Ooh. Do you want your name on the label?
There's no name on this label.
There's no name on it. It's Lurex.
Yes. Let me see. I just literally started these, so I have little, it has Lurex.
Wraps.
We always say like little sunglass starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like little.
Yeah. The yarn is gorgeous.
So that's it. Knit up. That's really pretty though.
So pretty.
It is very pretty.
Super pretty.
So that was my second pair. Because I cast on a bunch of socks because I didn't know, with being in the car so long, if I would get
Bored with one, being
burned
able to
out
move
with the
on to another.
sweater. Because I had planned
Yeah.
on working on the sweater. Or if, even with those needles, going round and round and round after so many hours was going to affect my hands.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad. Strawberry shortcake.
So these were made special for our store last year. Or was it not last year, 2 years ago when you came?
Mhm.
My name is on this label, y'all, so don't ask her.
This is Desert Vista Dye Works, and you can see it says Lori. And this one
It does.
is Neon Christmas. I don't know what I have going on with Christmas right now.
I know. You're having Christmas in May.
It's just what I grabbed. I'm making a box of socks
You
for
should
my
turn it
boss. Because she's very, very knit worthy.
She
Mhm.
is.
And like she has
So sweet.
She has a scheduled sock washing day. Because she only has a couple pairs and she has to make sure
Rotate.
they're clean and ready for her
Yes.
to go. The fancy box I got her can I comfortably fit 14 pairs.
Oh, that's nice, Laura.
So I'm gonna keep going until it's completely full. Like I can't fit any more in there.
Hey, I would like a box of socks. Ankles. Low ankle.
You
Do y'all see why I want this yarn? I mean, like, right here is the best color in the whole wide world.
It's hot neon.
It's my favorite, y'all.
It matches my nails, guys.
It's
It
so
sure
gorgeous.
And
Yeah.
you can see I have my Arkansas Yarn Co.
Which, if
Progress
y'all look
Keeper.
at her stuff, she has this
Mhm.
on every single, almost every project she ever knit. She has
my other sock
It
has
does.
it on there too. I don't know which one.
And then I gave her some new ones.
Right here.
Our resin ones that we've been making. I made her blue. I made blue sparkle just for her.
So yeah, I use those all the time. If you watch our podcast, every time I'm showing a project, it's usually. Now the other one, I had my little Dr. Pepper. on,
Yes.
Mhm.
so-
Hey, why don't you tell everybody where they can find your podcast? Did we say that already?
I mean,
I thought
we did.
it's
It's
the
a
Knit for Brains podcast
I think you said
on
that
YouTube.
when you introduced me.
Oh, I don't remember saying that, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
on
Brains
YouTube.
podcast on YouTube.
That's why I was looking at you all crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
are we
thought
going through this
Don't show
again?
that one.
No, this one.
Okay. That's a secret.
Yeah, I wasn't. No, that just got thrown in there because
Okay.
when you get. This is my bag that Lori made me.
Yes, I did. I made that. Y'all, this
And
is
then she
like the
told me-
chunkiest sparkle fabric ever.
And then she told me, "You're not going to use that, right?"
No, I thought she was going to sit it on a shelf.
What's wrong with your mother?
It's white.
It's white.
I don't care.
That's why I don't knit with white. That's why I don't wear white.
I like white.
I'm not
I
just
don't
gonna-
like getting it dirty.
No,
But it's like
I'm going to use
it's
it.
like the most perfect Dr. Pepper sparkle vinyl ever. I'm proud of myself for that bag.
Okay,
She got in
so
there.
this I had ordered a Gilmore Girls like mystery box from Forbidden Fiber Co. because I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan. You get me at Gilmore Girls, guys. And it included a pattern, which is the blue Savannah cowl, and I know this is actually an Ravelry as a paid-for pattern as well. Who knows it? I'll get to the yarn at some point. I threw a bunch of stuff in there. I'm sorry. So the 4 yarns
Here, I'll help you.
that will be in there. Oh, I'm a professional.
Okay. Yes, you are. I forgot.
Those are
Those
4
are so
colors.
pretty.
Aren't they pretty?
Well, except for this one.
Oh, stop. It goes though.
They all
It
go
does.
together.
It
Yeah.
all
It's
goes
brown.
together.
And y'all know I'm not a brown fan.
And
But that's pretty, Laura.
This is really hard to show because when I showed it on my podcast, because most people would probably have it on a longer cable. I like everything squinched
Me
together.
too. That's how
Because
I
I
am.
can knit quicker.
That's what I think too.
Which is probably why my hands always hurt. Yeah. So this is going to be a cowl. And I've got the first 2 colors in. Of course, the green there is the provisional cast on.
Yeah. What kind of provisional cast on did you use?
Crocheted on.
Crocheted on.
Mm-hmm. And oh, look. There's another Arkansas.
Yes.
I know.
And then I also have a strawberry shortcake.
Oh, cute.
Oh, how come I didn't get one of those? It's so cute. That's cute.
So I haven't made it too far on that, but it's not. I have a lot of projects going on. I probably have a good another 6, 10 something out.
We do too.
So.
I have a painting bricks.
Yeah, you've got your painting bricks shawl
I do.
that you're working on.
I have the temperance shawl working on.
Yes.
They're all in the pink and black. Well, they're all pink and black.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my watch and vibrate.
It's okay.
Okay.
You saw both of us check our watches?
Yeah.
We had an order come through.
Well,
Yeah, we did.
it never fails that when I'm podcasting,
Yeah.
Laura always
Laura,
texts me.
she's still in the store.
Laura, I'm podcasting. But that's all I actually brought with me here.
Well,
That's fun though.
I'm getting ready to work on a new pattern this Friday. It's going to be a shawl. I have no clue what it's going to look like.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
So we decided this year, after me begging.
She begged me.
Begging.
She begged me to buy it.
We are participating in the West Knits Yarn Along.
Again.
Pick your pop.
Again.
Yes, we are participating.
It's our second
this
year in a row, and we're excited.
We picked the bright colors. There were 2 options. You either got bright pops of color or jewel toned pops of color.
And we're like, duh.
Well, I would have been extremely happy with either one.
Yeah, but
Because I really
brights.
like jewel tones as well. But we picked the bright colors.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the box it came in
So exciting.
2 weeks ago after we recorded the podcast. So that's why I'm showing it now.
Y'all, what happened was
Well, that's okay.
Jessica.
Then you don't spoil it for anybody
That's
else.
right.
Just in case.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't
that's
have to
right.
say spoiler.
Yeah,
That's right. And here's what happened. So we got it in. Anna was here at the store, and Jessica was not. And
I knew it was coming in that
And she
day.
made a big point of calling Anna the night before and said, "Hey,
Don't
my
open
Stephen West is coming. Don't open
it. I knew
it."
that was coming.
And seriously, and she was very serious about it. So,
Anna cannot help herself when it comes to opening
no, because
packages.
it's like Christmas. So Anna arrives, and Anna starts. She goes in the back and she gets a box, and then she gets yarn. She picks yarn up off of the countertop, off the
Off the
shelving,
shelves.
and she puts it in there, and she puts tissue paper over it, and she takes a video of her lifting just a little bitty edge so you could barely see down in there, and sends it to Jessica. And then I had a screenshot of it where it says your package was delivered from your Stephen West package was delivered. And she put that in the picture in with this series of pictures as well. And so immediately Jessica calls the store.
Video calls.
She did.
A video call.
She did. And so Anna's like, so then she says, okay, fine, just open it. So Anna starts opening the box that she made. And she's like, it's our colors? You know, blue, pink, green. And Jessica goes, well, why does it have Malabrigo labels on it? Yeah.
She tried to play a trick on me.
She did. It was so funny too, because she sends just this little bitty picture of this teeny little hole that you could barely see through.
It was a video, and I will give it to Lucas to put on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea, because y'all have to see. Anna she spares no expense on pranks. So anyway, then we finally talked Jessica, since we had her on the video, on the FaceTime. We decided to just let us open it And so we did a live opening with Jessica, which
Well, I was at a vendor event.
yeah,
That's why I was out of the store. So
it's so pretty.
it came like this.
Steven knows that I love hot pink.
Well, I don't know that he knows you like
He
hot
does. I know that he knows I love it.
Everybody knows she
yes,
loves it.
even Steven.
We got this tote bag that
So
has
cute.
the Stephen and Penelope tag on it, organic shopper, and it says "Keep on knitting, kitten," which is his catchphrase he's been doing recently. And it's got the Yarn Along logo on it right here for this year. And so that's cute.
So cute.
Oh, oops! Just spilled my drink.
It's okay. It should be okay.
And then I got this. We got this needle gauge, this cat needle gauge,
A kitten.
which I think is super cute.
So cute.
And it's very accurate, which is always nice. And then you got this sticker in the box as well. Let me move the bag so I can pick up the box again. This is the Bright Pops yarn for May's yarn along.
What's that noise? It's the sequin on my shoe.
Yeah.
And so we got this light gray color. All of the yarn is Momonoki yarn, and it's so pretty. And so I am super excited to get started.
No, it's still moving.
I'm
It's
super
so-
excited to get started on.
Well, how could you not be? I mean, those colors are gorgeous.
What's
They're
it
pretty.
for? What's I'm
It's-
sorry, I missed it.
So the yarn along is
What is it a cowl, a shawl?
it's going to be a shawl.
Okay.
It's
Thank
going to be
you.
a
That's
shawl
what I missed. Thank you.
in the bathroom.
So Jessica spilled her drink, and Brett is going to come and clean it up for us. We have a man for that.
Down
It is.
The table.
It
It's moving.
is. It's traveling, and that's why we're distracted. And so I said to Laura, "Tell Brett we have a situation."
So
Have
I texted
Have
him.
y'all seen that commercial of the little boy? It's a Clorox bleaching moment commercial, and the little boy runs into the bathroom and he's trying to undo his belt, and he doesn't make. I think he doesn't make it. It's implied he doesn't make it, and the mom and he yells, "Mom, we have a situation!" It kills me every time. I love it.
Yeah.
So Brett, we have a situation.
So I'm very excited about this shawl. It's coming. The pattern releases on Friday,
Yay!
and so I am
Are you
super excited.
Are you gonna knit it, or is Anna gonna knit it?
I'm gonna knit it.
Oh.
My goal for this year is to knit all of the yarn along shawls in the time frame that they're supposed to be knit.
Okay then.
That is my goal for this year. And then we also just got in. Let me open this up real quick because I forgot to do it earlier.
Sorry about the rattle.
No, people
Um,
love the crinkle.
I love the crinkle.
That means that there's good stuff a coming.
I am
Alrighty.
really excited. We just got these into the shop today before
Literally just
just
now.
before we were getting started recording, and so it is a really hard to see, but Lucas will post a picture. But it is a stitch count, a row stitch counter.
This was the other thing.
Oh yeah, that is the other thing. Leave it
Um,
on the table so I can. Yeah.
it's a row stitch counter, and the little
That is
charm
exactly.
on the bottom is a goat.
Yeah. Good remembering.
You jogged my memory.
Yeah.
That's something your mom said.
She has-
I need to take care of tomorrow.
So Laura has these really cool things, and this is you put your sleeves on this
Instead of a waist yarn?
instead of waist yarn, and this moves.
Yeah.
And then you put your needle in here. So if you have a small, depending on what size your armhole is.
Oh, that's interesting.
We need to be carrying these. We need
I
these.
love them. I have a couple sets of them.
That would definitely be more.
So then when you're picking the stitches back up, your stitches will come off here.
Off of a needle.
Yeah.
It's off of a needle.
Which is
Versus
so much
trying to
easier
get
than waste
into-
yarn. Yes.
Yes, that would be much more convenient.
Yeah.
So
These are
we
one
are
of my
going to have
favorite
those
things.
in the store. We're
Yeah.
ordering as many as we can get because
They
I
also
love
have them
them.
in a bigger size. So like if you need to put if you want to put your whole sweater, let's say,
Yeah.
on
Interesting.
it to try it on, or if there's you have to put something bigger on hold.
Isn't that nice?
That would be
This
very
is a
interesting.
16-inch. I think they also come in like a 32-inch.
So it's just this little needle, and there's a secondary hole in this green stopper, and then it's got the one needle on the one side.
And so she can use that size and then just move that stopper.
So
So
if
she can do a
whether
baby
you want it
arm
kids,
sweater.
yes.
Yes. So I think we have to have these. I've never seen those before.
I had never seen this before either.
See, I brought something new along
So
with me.
she did, and so we will be getting
It's
those
one
in
of
the
my
store.
favorite
That
things.
is on my list to order. So as soon as we're done podcasting, I'm writing it down, and Jessica will call tomorrow because we're gonna go play.
Yes.
We're gonna go eat at a restaurant.
Do you remember what brand that
I do.
is?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
don't think we have those in our Bryson catalog.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
I can tell you the
Yeah.
brand after. So.
And I think we're gonna go. Brett wants to go eat pizza at a place it's kind of famous
like a
around here.
Pizza buffet.
But
It's
not
like
a buffet.
it's like the
It is,
laziest.
but it isn't.
It's
Yeah.
the laziest buffet you've ever been to. So she walks around and she's like,
pepperoni, and you go.
"Yeah, you raise your hand. You don't even have to get up to get pizza.
But
They
once
bring it to
they're
you.
done going around, then they'll put it up on
Then
the
they
buffet.
put it on the buffet. But you literally don't have to leave. And they have dessert pizza. Like,
Oh, they're very
banana
excited
pudding.
about that.
yeah, they have Bavarian cream. I just eat cheese pizza. I just eat the cheese pizza, but I do
See,
eat
I'm not
the dessert
adventuresome.
pizza.
I pretty much just do sausage.
Baked potato. They have baked potato.
Now, see, I love sausage on my pizza. Unfortunately,
It doesn't love
sausage
you.
Doesn't
no.
love you.
Sausage,
okay,
the
that-
sausage that they put on pizza will give me heartburn.
Now, I have that if, let's say, Domino's
Yes.
can't, Pizza Hut can't. But if I go somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
I can have their sausage.
Interesting.
So you need to kind of experiment with that
'Cause
because
we
certain
have a-
places you can probably actually eat sausage.
We have a new pizza place close to us
Mhm.
called Hideaway Pizza. And I do enjoy their pizza. And I've had there's a pizza called the Pollinator that they make, one of their specialty pizzas, and it's got pepperoni and Cup-a-Cola pepperoni on it, the little cups
Mhm.
of pepperoni, and I can eat that.
and then
and
they
it
drizzle
doesn't-
honey all over it.
They do. They drizzle honey,
See,
which
I won't do pepperoni. Now, see, if anything, it was going to give me a heartburn. I'm surprised the pepperoni doesn't give you heartburn.
now see. I think part of why I don't get heartburn with this is because the honey will
it down a bit.
calm down. It calms down the spice,
Mm-hmm.
and so it kind of just mellows it out, and it's very balanced and it's
I mean,
delicious.
worst case scenario, try their sausage. If you find out later that night,
Yeah.
if I find I won't even do Tums anymore. Spearmint Lifesavers
Okay,
That helps.
stops the heartburn like that.
Really?
interesting.
Works
Well-
better than Tums. And then we have that tummy tea
Yeah,
that we drink, which
yes.
is it's lemon and ginger.
Mhm.
To me, it
with
does not
probiotics.
does not taste the best. Not a fan of it,
It's not that bad, and
but
actually,
it calms your stomach.
it does. Actually, it's delicious if you serve it. I brew a hot cup. It's so good. I love it, but I love ginger. But the way I do it is I will brew it hot, and then I pour it over ice. We like Sonic ice, and I pour it right over that, and then I just put the tea bag and all, and then I will sip on that all day long if I am having an upset
And-
stomach, and it does work.
It's nothing fancy. You can go right to Walmart.
It's at Walmart.
and,
It's in a yellow
and
package.
purchase it. It's
Bigelow.
Bigelow.
We'll take a picture and have
Yes.
Lucas pop it up for y'all so you can see. Laura sent me an entire box of it because I was having
Yes.
some bad stomach issues,
And I said, hey, have you tried this? And she's like, no. I said, well, I'm going to send you some.
and she sent me an entire box.
Because I knew she wouldn't go and get it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because I don't go anywhere. I go home and I come here.
Unless you're going to get a facial.
I run around a lot. So.
The one time Jessica gave me that facial gift certificate 2 years ago
Was it
for Mother's Day,
2 years ago?
at least.
I think it was this last year.
It was
And
expired.
Oh.
It was expired when I went, and she's my friend, so she just let me roll with it. But that's the last time. I haven't even had a pedicure, y'all. And I'm a diva. I just don't go.
You haven't
I
had
don't
a
want to put it in my
pedicure
feet.
since August.
Yeah, it's May.
Then you should just go.
I know.
You get a
But
day
that
off
means
every
I have
week.
to shave my legs. It's like I get a day off.
You do. And you're like, well, what am I going to do with the day off? I might as well go to the store.
No, I don't say that. I don't go to the store. I don't go to the store. Jessica has my credit card. Scott has our credit
No,
card.
she needs
No,
to come
here.
here.
Oh yeah, I do come here. This store. This is the store I go to. It's crazy. So crazy, y'all. I just don't have a big social life. Not at all.
No, the store is your social life.
My friends come here. My friends come here. So yeah. So what else should we talk about?
Well, generally, I think this would be the episode where we announce a giveaway. But I think because Anna's not joining us today, we forgot, and so I don't know what we would give away.
Why don't
but
we
can
pop
do that
it
next
in?
time.
Why don't we have Lucas pop in what the giveaway is going to be? Anna usually keeps us straight,
She does.
and her role is being played by Laura Brady today. So
We asked her to stay.
we did.
We did.
She went.
I
camping.
didn't just make her leave, guys.
Yeah,
I
her
swear.
daddy's going to be sad because he looks forward to seeing her on the podcast. He watches all the way from Canada.
Aw.
And so, yeah, we will pop a picture of what the prize is going to be, the giveaway prize is going to be, and then we'll put on here the criteria to win it.
Yeah, we
What
could
you
do
think?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think so. We'll give you a list. We'll have Lucas. He does a great job, so we'll have him pop it in. What Anna did do was made us a new board today. Look at that psychedelic flower. I'm in love. It is so beautiful.
It's a yarn ball flower.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dream garden grows yarn. That's what it says. And there's a cute little gnome right over here because we have to have a gnome. I mean, we're known for it.
Somebody was
We're
insistent
known
on
for it. Yeah. Yeah. So, and he has a little ball of yarn at the end of his hat. He's super cute. So, they flowers.
Yes.
So, anyway. Well,
Well, this
I'm
was fun.
so excited that we got to podcast with Laura. I've only done
Yes.
that one time. And
It was like 2 years ago.
and that was my first time
Yes.
ever. And I'm much better at it now
Well,
because
not
I
only
do
did
Wool on
we-
Wednesdays.
You did a double thing that visit because
I
we
did.
the podcast and then we recorded.
I dyed. We
Dyed yarn.
We dyed that strawberry shortcake yarn together.
No.
Oh, yeah. We
We
dyed
dyed
yarn for
Olivia.
Olivia. Yes, we did.
Which
Yes,
is
we
my
did.
granddaughter.
So, yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, what people don't know is Laura and I have been friends for, when is our friend anniversary? You will always
I
know.
can tell you.
She
It's
is,
in my phone.
I have it in my phone too.
It's in that calendar.
Mine is in my calendar as well. I feel like it's going to be
I said it to Brett the other day. July 20th.
July 20th. We have been friends since 2018.
Yep.
And
So,
the reason why we're
3
friends is because Laura sent me she ordered some yarn from me, and she said she put a little note in there. It says, "I'm slightly jealous that other podcasters have yarn and I don't."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, you're a podcaster? What's your favorite color?" And so then we started talking, and so I'm a pick up the phone and talk kind of girl because I'm a talker,
And I'm a texter.
and
Me too.
it's just clearer.
But I do actually pick up the phone to Lori.
We talk, yeah, we've talked on the phone. We have talked for
We
hours
talked a
on the
lot
phone.
on the phone, and then it was like all of a sudden the one year me and my husband were going to Vegas, and we're like, "Hey, Lori,
Yeah.
do you want to meet us in Vegas?" Which some people would probably think was weird because
That's
we
creepy.
didn't actually know them other than
Just phone conversations,
phone conversations.
every day.
And Lori and her husband met us in Vegas, and we had a blast.
We did. In fact, every time they go by the meeting spot that we
Take a
would meet
picture,
at
be
every
like,
day.
Wish you were here.
You know what's missing? You.
We send a picture of Scott's favorite
Burger with chicken fried bacon, which I don't eat meat, but it looks
It
so
was
good.
good.
It looks so good, and we had a great time, and
So I don't think we mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, but Laura is from outside of Chicago.
Yes, Bradley, Illinois, which is 60 miles south of Chicago.
So that they drove quite a ways to get here.
they did. And you know what we're
Um,
doing tomorrow? We're going Goodwilling.
Yes, me and my husband like to thrift.
Yeah, they do, and
We find a lot of good things.
lots of good things. So I also collect vintage Christmas ornaments, and
Oh, yeah.
so they always find me Christmas ornaments. That she has sent me so much stuff from their shopping. So we're gonna go do that. We have a great big Goodwill
It's an outlet
distribution
center. Yeah.
at in Little Rock, and so we're gonna go over there,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna go fabric shopping.
Yes.
And we're going to go eat pizza, and we are looking forward to spending the day, and then we're going to do sort of the same things on Wednesday.
Well, we need to dye yarn.
But we do need to dye yarn.
You
So
need
we
to
probably have
fix
to do
my-
that on
You need
Wednesday.
to fix my hair.
I'm going to give her a little snip, a little trim. A little trim. Brett doesn't want me to do much off of it, so
Oh.
he'll be fine.
He's ignoring us.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But we're just gonna tidy it up a little bit. That's all.
Until she gets in there, it's like, oh my gosh.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I have a little salon in the back. That's just a little private salon. So we'll be doing that. So maybe that's what our Wednesday will be. I have to do a quick little wool on Wednesday.
Mhm.
It's only like 10 minutes. I have some super exciting things to show y'all. You're going to be so excited. I'm excited. Can't wait. We did briefly talk about it last time. The book and the yarn, and we have a lot of things going on in May.
So you will have talked about this.
I will have talked about it. Yes.
'Cause this
She
will
always
come out
tries
on
to keep
Saturday.
me on the up and up. So
Well, you
I
forget
forget
that it comes out on after Wool on Wednesday.
Yeah, I do. So
So-
anyway, that's going to be fun. And we have book signing coming. We have Mother's Day coming. Maddie is our sock instructor, and she has written her very first pattern, and it's spectacular, y'all. And I dyed kits for it. We're changing our labeling, and so those are debuting. Our new labels are debuting on that yarn, and so I'll be showing you all that on Wool on Wednesday. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on this month, and we're super excited. And we get to have Lori here.
It's gonna be a busy month
Busy,
for sure.
busy, and I love it that way. Time goes by so fast.
Yes.
Yes. So I think that we will put up above all the criteria to be eligible for the giveaway. And we are so thankful that Laura is podcasting with us. And so happy to have you. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
She's
so-
like, yes.
So we will
Put
see
you on the
y'all
spot.
next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.